Show the beard.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, this is Don Reagan and Tara Manning. We're here together to put together a special message for the mentors of APTA Tennessee's Early Professional Mentorship Program. Tara, please share with us what you have to say.
Hi, everyone. First of all, welcome. I'm preparing today's talk just to take place of tomorrow evening. I'm not going to be able to attend our meeting tomorrow, and I sincerely apologize for that. But I wanted to take time to just welcome you and thank you in advance for your service, and thank you for your willingness to step up and grow with some early professionals in our profession, whether that be PTA or PT. I have a huge passion for student engagement, and I have a huge passion for continuing engagement and involvement post-graduation. So this program is something that's very near and dear to my heart. And I know that it takes a lot of people to keep the wheel rolling. And I know that it takes a lot of time and energy and effort that may not always be recognized. A lot of these volunteer willingness positions, you see a lot of behind the scene work and a lot of behind the scenes dedication. And I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for just again for signing up and for applying to be able to serve and give back. That alone is so valuable. I consider myself still early professional. Just a little background on me. I was a PTA, and then I went back to school. I practiced as a PTA for 3 years, went back to school for a PT, and then now I'm a PT, and I'm also a director of rehab in a small critical access hospital. So just with that position change, that has been very valuable to me to be able to recognize certain people on my journey that have helped me and that have molded me and just really helped develop my clinical and non-clinical skills. So this program is so valuable in my opinion, because as a PT and a PTA, I've been able to see the value of how beneficial it can be for me to just have a resource and to have people I can ask questions to. And if I don't know who to ask, I know what they've given me to read or what they've given me to watch. Those could be resources. So to me, a resource doesn't have to be a person. It can be an article, or it can be a video, or it can be a book. And that book could be about physical therapy, or it can be about life. So a resource to me does not have to be a person. And I think that's the beauty of this program. You don't have to give yourself. You just have to be that person that's willing to serve and give whatever you think your mentee may need, whether that be an article or a pep talk or a recommendation on a book. Or, I really listened to this podcast yesterday and it really brought light to what I was thinking. Why don't you give this a listen? Those small things can be very valuable for our mentees. And as we know in our profession, we're drastically evolving. And within the pandemic, we've seen a lot of change and we've seen how we can be very valuable. So to me, this is the time that we really need to step in and invest in the early professionals of our profession, because that's where the profession's going. And those are all the things that could or could not be taught in school. So we know, again, what we learn in school is very different from what we see out in the real world. This program, we hope to be able to share that light and to shed some of those things that aren't learned in school, to shed some value on those things that maybe aren't talked about in school, or maybe we're just too scared to talk about it in school, or we're scared to ask the question. That could mean negotiation or salary, or what does it mean to cross negotiate whenever you have an employer who is wanting you to come on board. Is it appropriate to ask this question? Is it appropriate to not ask that question? All those things are so valuable in my opinion, but they're not always covered in school, and they're not always covered in these professional conversations that we should be having. So this program means a lot for me. And one of the main things is just allowing those authentic conversations to occur as you feel the need. This doesn't have to be super structured. It doesn't have to be a curriculum that has to be graded. You can make this what you feel is needed for your mentee. And you can make this as authentic as you feel is necessary, and to meet the needs of the person that you're helping guide, and allow that person to guide you. This should just be a friendship. It should just be hey, let's lock arms together and let's go learn this together. To me, it's just a friendship. And we know that friendships require effort on both ends. So the effort should be coming from both of us, not just the mentee. We should see both people encouraging each other and both people bringing out the best of each other. So I'm very passionate about engagement, and I think being engaged is important, but we need to kind of find why we want to be engaged and what's the value to us and what's our why. So through this program, hopefully our mentees will see the why and they will discover their niche. And hopefully in turn, that will allow us to have greater numbers in membership, right? That's what we want. We want to maintain our members. We want our early professionals to see a value of being a member of our association. We can't just tell them that. We have to allow them the opportunity to figure out why their value is their value, because everybody's is going to be different. So our hopes is that this program will help establish that, and this program will create an opportunity for authentic friendship that we can celebrate and that we can learn together and grow together. And for years to come, we can say that we started the ball rolling in 2022, and hopefully 10 years from now, we're going to be able to look back and have all the early professionals that are now mentors, and everybody's just going to keep growing, and we're just going to see the first domino. So we thank you so much for being a part of this. We hope that everything goes as smoothly as you want it to go. Let's really use this as an opportunity to learn together. And any feedback that you can give us, we're very open to that. We want to know, what can we do to make this better? What can we do to make this more authentic? I just wanted to really make sure you guys know, the ones that have agreed to do this, that we appreciate your effort. We appreciate your willingness to serve, and thank you for giving back to the profession. It makes a lot of people make the profession go around, but those people that are really willing to do it on a volunteer basis, who are really committed to serving, are the ones, to me, that makes the biggest difference. So thank you so much for what you do, and thank you for being willing to provide as a mentor. I could keep going if you want me to, Don.
Tara, I think that was great. Thank you so much for your perspective.
Thank you.
Vision for these mentors and how they're embarking on building a community, within the association, and getting an opportunity to get exposure to leaders across the chapter and across the APTA, to be exposed to a curriculum that does cover some of those oftentimes overlooked topics, such as the economics of healthcare, or crisis leadership, or how do we have crucial conversations. These are really important topics, and we just don't want the mentors to feel pressured or stressed. That this is a organic relationship. It is important. I think when I reflect on my early professional years, I was seeking this. I wanted someone to care about me, to listen to my fears, my anxieties, my concerns, and my goals, and how do I get there. Sometimes it's just the simplest conversation that can, a recommendation that can say, if you really want to be a sports PT, you need to do a sports residency and a sports fellowship. And that's, how you get to the NFL. I have students in the NFL now, and I think that's just, it's so awesome to enjoy and celebrate their success with them. And so this is your opportunity to do that. I'm sure you're doing that in other ways in your life, but we are really grateful that you are doing it in this program in its inaugural year. Thank you.